What's up, yo? I'm so happy that you came to join me on my channel. Welcome and thank you for stopping by. I have a safety tip that most riders take for granted. Did you know that the CDC has declared that being exposed to noise levels above 70 decibels for prolonged periods of time can affect your hearing and can potentially lead to hearing loss? Furthermore, they measured that the noise level of a motorcycle is about 95 decibels. And if you're exposed to those noise levels for 50 minutes or more, it can definitely affect your hearing. But what does 95 decibels mean? Are you idle? Are you riding at 35 miles an hour? Are you riding at 65 miles an hour? Are you riding a Harley or a Yamaha or a Suzuki or a sports bike or an adventure bike? What does that mean? Well, we're going to be talking about some of this stuff, and we're going to be talking about what we can do about it. Let's face it, guys, we're getting older and we can't take things for granted anymore. We need to take as many preventive measures as we can concerning our health. All right, so the earplug devices that I'm going to be testing today is this Earpeace by Motopro. And then I'm going to be testing out the Decibullz. This is the one where you actually create the mold to custom fit your ear. I'm gonna try the Earpeace from Motopro first because it doesn't seem like there's any molding involved in it. So let's check it out. All right, so let's try these on. The instructions say to hold the tab over here up on the top, then reach over, pull your ear, and then, you know, stick the earplug in there. All right. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you know what? It sounds just like regular earplugs, you know? Pretty good, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna clap next to it. I have a small case of tinnitus. So when I clap or any type of popping noise right next to my ear, man, my ears start ringing like crazy. So let me just go ahead and see what happens. Oh yeah. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, nothing. Everything's good. All right, but you know what? The real test is going to be when I go out for a ride. They feel comfortable. Yeah, they're okay. And this is what it looks like. Let's see if I can get a close-up of it. Hey, you see that? This is what they look like. Right there. Yeah, something like that. You can move the camera a little closer. Yep, that's what it looks like. Okay. But for the most part, you can't even tell that it's on, right? I mean, see, look at that. Look at that. I mean, obviously, if you're standing real close, you can see them. But yeah, this is not bad. Not bad at all. All right, let's test out the other ones. All right, so this is gonna take some, be a little bit more custom earpieces, and yeah, okay, whatever, cool. Okay, let's see. All right, here we go. I'll put some water in here. Here we go, right in there. Set the timer for 5 minutes. And I'm gonna take this out. I'll wait about 30 seconds. Okay, so now. Ooh, shoot. Ooh. And actually start molding it. You see that? Molding it to my ear. All right, that's it. So they're in, and I can honestly say that I feel like my ears are a lot more protected from sound because of the custom molding around it. It just feels like it's totally like sealed off. And this is what it looks like. I mean, I don't know if you can kind of see that. Here's the other one. So the other thing I like is that you have this necklace over here. So let's just say for some weird reason, your earplug comes, you know, gets loose and then all of a sudden drops. It's very, it's a lot more, you've got a lot more security that it won't get lost, right? Because if you don't have this necklace, then if one of these earplugs falls out, it just goes flying and that's it. And that's the good thing about the Earpeace, is the fact that they give you an extra earplug. So if you're riding and for some reason one of them falls out, you still have an extra one that you can resort to. But let me go ahead and test out, you know, the sound on this thing. Okay, pretty good. Yeah, awesome, you know? All right, so let's test this out by wearing a full face helmet. I've read some research that even though you have a full face helmet on, it doesn't provide an adequate amount of protection against harmful noises that could mess up your hearing. So let's try that out. Okay, so I have the Earpeace in, my full face helmet over here. Okay, pretty good. All right, so now I'm going to test the Decibullz earplugs and put on a full face helmet, see how that feels. All right, so that's all set. All right, let's put on the full face helmet. Oh shoot, daggone it, that hurt. Yeah, you may not want to put on a Decibullz earplugs with a full face helmet on. If the full face helmet, you have to kind of like push it in. It's the plastic, it hardened, right? And so even though it's molded inside of my ears, it squeezes up against my ears and it presses in all sorts of different directions as I'm, you know, putting on the helmet, and it just hurts. Let's see what happens when I take it off. Oh, shoot. Oh, damn it. I think I feel this piece coming out a little bit. I don't know if you can see it, but this is the way it's supposed to be. Just like that. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna tell you right now, if you are a person who wears a full face helmet, Earpeace is the way to go, because it's just almost like if it's not even there, you put on the full face helmet, not a problem. This thing made it just so difficult. The Decibullz earplugs just made it so difficult to put on that full face helmet on. So yeah, that's definitely something to take into consideration. All right, so I'm currently outside right now because I want to test the noise level when I go riding, all right? Now, the CDC has this app that you can install on iPhones. Unfortunately, it's only available on iPhones, and it seems to be pretty accurate, probably give or take a couple of decibels when you're measuring sound. So it's actually pretty good. I don't have an iPhone. My wife does, so I borrowed my wife's iPhone so that I can test this out. Anyway, I'm going to do a quick walkthrough of my bike because obviously, right, the sound level is different depending on what bike you ride. But anyway, let me go ahead and give you a quick walkthrough. All right, so as you can see, I drive a Harley Davidson Road King. It's an 07, right? Now, obviously, when you're dealing with a Harley, you want to check out the pipes. What I currently have installed are Reinhardt pipes. So they're not the loudest, right? They have more of a deep rumbling noise. The other thing that is important to understand is, right, I've got this Kiriakin speaker over here, which does a really great job of, you know, when I'm riding, listening to music. Obviously, I don't have the loudness, you know, like an Ultra Classic or a Road Glide, right? But the other thing also to keep in mind is this, right? I've got the windshield installed on this. So this helps to buffer some sounds. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my bike. My bike is currently in neutral, and I'm going to see how much this, what the noise level is when I just turn on my bike. So as you can see, All right, so as you can see, we are well over 70 decibels, right? So I'm going to shut this off. All right, so as you can see, we probably average somewhere around 80 to 83 decibels, right? And that's just with the bike in neutral, idle. Okay, so you know, just sitting on your bike with the bike turned on at neutral is already, for a long period of time, is already going to start affecting your hearing. So let's see, I'm going to just go around the parking lot, just going to do some slow maneuvering in and out of parking spaces, and let's see if I can capture what the decibel levels are. That's about 93, 92, about 93 decibels. 93 decibels. So that's... All right, so that's it, folks. So when I was idling, I was at about 80 decibels. When I was cruising at about 35 miles an hour, I was averaging somewhere between 90 and 93 decibels. And when I hit 65 miles an hour on the highway, I was averaging anywhere between 99 to 103 decibels. Now, when I turned on my speaker, that sucker at times jumped up at about 115, and it all depends on, you know, what's going on around you after a while. So listen, I mean, you know, I ride for hours. I never ride for less than an hour. I mean, and if listening to any type of noises above 70 decibels for an extended period of time can start to affect your hearing, then you know we really need to take this serious, because then we're just one of those old guys that's going to be like, huh, what, I can't hear, what, huh? Anyway, so in regards to the earplugs, I actually like the Motopro Earpeace better. You know, I put them on, and I really couldn't tell much of a difference between the Decibullz and the Earpeace. However, I found the Earpeace a little bit more comfortable. On top of that, the Decibullz plastic that actually molds around your ear, I was starting to hear a little bit more wind buffeting when I was riding. And I didn't hear that much. As a matter of fact, I didn't hear any wind buffeting noises when I was wearing the Motopro Earpeace. And I think it's because it was just hitting that plastic that I was able to notice it a little bit more. Plus, I find that the Earpeace, the Motopro Earpeace, are more comfortable. Anyway, so that's going to be my choice. I am going to still keep the Decibullz as a backup. But anyway, I hope that you found this video helpful. I'm going to go ahead and practice some slow speed maneuvers now. So God bless you, and I hope to see you at the next video.